Advaita Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So we are discussing from the Srimad Bhagavatam. So we were in the verse number 23 or 22. Anybody remembers? Okay, the great sage Shukadeva Goswami's arrival is today's session. So Parikshit Maharaj has received the news that he is going to die, and instead of counter cursing or instead of trying to save himself from the death, he considered that as an opportunity, and hence he decided to go as per the plan of the Lord. So as per the plan of the Lord, so he decided to move, and up to verse number 24, I think we were almost discussed till there, where Maharaj Parikshit submits himself and he goes to the bank of river Ganga and sits down there, and he decides to fast until death. And all the assembled, the sages came to know about Lord Parikshit Maharaj is coming. All the great personalities in the universe, they started arriving. So that we read in the last class, who are the great personalities who came to see Maharaj Parikshit. And Prabhupada wrote very big purport on all different personalities coming from different planets. And it is said that it is not only this planet, the people, the sages came from the Satyaloka, Swargaloka, and higher planets. So for that is a great event. You see, the day in and day out, we hear so many people are passing away, so many people are dying. But here, this is something very different. Not only everybody dying, people come and all the rishis don't assemble. But why is this great sages are assembling? They understood some very big cosmic event is going to take place. Very big cosmic event is going to take place. So therefore, all the sages assembled there to see Raja Parikshit going back to Godhead. They were very much aware. Parikshit Maharaj was a great devotee, and he will be definitely going back to Krishna Loka, or spiritual world, Vaikuntha. So they were all very eager to see this cosmic event. Sometimes when a satellite is launched, Chandrayaan or some satellite is launched, so many people go to watch this event. ISRO is launching a rocket and satellite. People go to watch that, and they celebrate. Chandrayaan is going up to the higher space. So that's a big event. So it's in a Monday, in the perspective of the Devatas and perspective of the Lord, it is very small event. It is not a big event to celebrate. It's like a children's play. But from the point of human beings, is a great event. Now here in the Bhagavatam, it is describing the real great event of the universe. That is Parikshit Maharaj going back to Krishna. That is very big event. That is why such great sages have assembled there. Who are those great sages assembled? I just want to remind you the names of those great sages who assembled there. I'll try to read that verse. So I'll share my screen for all of you to watch this. The names of the great sages who assembled in this particular place. You can see here the different parts of the universe. There arrived the great sages like Atri, Chavana, Sharadvan, Arishtanemi, Bhrugu, Vasista, Parashara, Vishwamitra, Angira, Parashurama, Utathya, Indrapramada, Idmavahu, Medhatiti, Devala, Arshtisena, Bharadvaja, Gautama, Pippalada, Maitreya, Aura, Kavasha, Kumbhayoni, Dvaipayana, the great personality Narada. So all these personalities came, and these personalities are found in different yugas. We hear about Gautama Muni, Bharadwaja Muni in the Ramayana also. You see, these personalities live for a long time. Maitreya, who met Krishna, Parashara Muni is the father of Vyasadeva. How is this possible? These great personalities live for a very long time by their tapashakti and by their higher plan of the Lord. Even now, there is one personality staying in the who is coming from the dynasty of Moon. His name is called Devapi. He is waiting for Kali Yuga to get over, 4 lakh years to go. After that, Satya Yuga starts, he will become the king. So Bhagavatam explains Devapi will become king at the time after the Kalki comes. So like this, there are many personalities like Parashurama, Vishwamitra, Parashara. They are all great personalities. And all such personalities came. That means it's a very important event. Otherwise, why will they come? Every day so many people are dying. Nobody is coming. No such personalities are coming. Sometimes their own relatives are not coming. Their own children are not coming. But here such personalities have come because it's a big cosmic event. And that we will witness now. How Parikshit is behaving with them. That shows very nice message for all of us. So the Raja Parikshit, king said, "O great sages, you have all very kindly assembled here. Having come from all the parts of the universe, you are all as good as supreme knowledge personified, who resides in the planet above the 3 worlds, Satyaloka. Consequently, you are naturally inclined to do good to others, but for this you have no interest, either in this life or in the next." So the Parikshit Maharaj first asked them, told them that I have decided to fast till my death, and took their permission, and he welcomed them, spoke to them very well, and then he said, after hearing them, Maharaj Parikshit, desiring to hear of the activities of Lord Krishna, congratulated the great sages. Then he said, "O trustworthy Brahmanas." So now Maharaj Parikshit asks a question. This we will now start from here, today's discussion. Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayanam
Tasya
Namaskritya
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim
Devam
Saraswati
Saraswati
Vyasam
Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye Ashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
भगवती उत्तम श्लोके
Bhavati Naishtaki.
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठकी.
Now we are getting into very important section of Srimad Bhagavatam. Somebody's, all of you can mute. Somebody's uh, 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 account is making some noise. So you can mute yourself. Also, host can try to see who's making noise and you can mute. Try to mute. So now we are entering into very important discussion. That is, Parikshit is sitting, the scene is set, and all the Brahmanas have come, all the great personalities have come. He is seeking his approval, and now king is not acting like king. He has renounced all the royal order. He is an ordinary person, but a great devotee of the Lord. He was wearing just a piece of cloth, lion cloth, kaupina, and he has renounced everything. And such moment, he is speaking to Brahmanas. Let us read this verse. He is asking something. Tatascha, please unmute. Tatascha,
ततश्च
vaha,
वः
prucham,
पृच्छ्यम्
imam,
इमं विप्रचे
vipruche.
विप्रचे
Tatascha va prucham imam vipruche.
ततश्च वा प्रत्यम् इमं विप्रचे
Vishrabhya,
विश्रव्या
vipra iti,
इति
krutyataya.
कृत्यातायाम्
विश्रभ्य विप्रा इति कृत्यताया
विश्रव्य विप्रा इति कृत्यतायाम्
सर्वात्मना
सर्वात्मना
म्रियमाणश्च म्रियमाणैः
क्रियमाणस्य
च
च
कृत्यम्
कृत्यम्
सर्वात्मना म्रियमाणश्च माणैश्च कृत्यम्
सर्वात्मना म्रियमाणश्च कृत्यम्
शुद्धम्
शुद्धम्
च
च
तत्र
तत्र
अमृषा
अमृषा
आतभियुक्ताः
आभियुक्ताः
युद्धं च तत्रामृषताभियुक्ताः
शुद्धां च तत्रामृताभियुक्ताः
तश्च वा पृच्छम् इमं विपृच्छे
ततश्चापृच्छ्याम् इमं विपृच्छे
श्रुभ्य विप्रा इति कृत्यतायाम्
विशभ्य विप्रा इति कृत्याताम्
सर्वात्मना म्रियमाणैश्च कृत्यम्
सर्वात्मना म्रियमाणैश्च कृत्यम्
शुद्धं च तत्रामृषताभियुक्ताः
शुद्धां च तत्रामृषभ्याभियुक्ताः
All of you please mute. I'll explain. Hope you all muted. So, O trustworthy Brahmanas, I now ask you about my immediate duty. Please, after proper deliberation, tell me of the unalloyed duty of everyone in all circumstances and specifically of those who are just about to die. She is asking very serious question. And this is why all the sages, they are qualified to answer this question. They say, no, you should ask appropriate question. If you meet a doctor, you should ask about your body's ailment. What is the problem? The doctor can help you. If you ask the doctor about the stock market, doctor will not be able to help you. If you meet a policeman, you can ask about law and order. If you ask a lawyer or judge, you can ask about the law, constitution. So like that, there is a particular kind of people are there for certain questions. The Brahmanas and sages, what you should ask them is very important to know. Whom to ask what, with whom I should speak how. If you get an opportunity to meet a devotee, like we are in a devotee association, all of you join for the class, you all are interested in Krishna. When you meet, what you should speak? You should speak about Krishna because you're interested in Krishna. Now, all the Brahmanas and sages and all of them assembled. Maybe Parikshit could have asked, all of you, can you please bless me so that I won't die? Let me get a power of, no, I should not die now. Bless me like that. They all assembled there. They can easily ask. Parashurama is there, who is Lord himself. Narada Rishi is there. Such great personalities are there. So, but he is not asking those questions. Neither these personalities will come to such people who will ask such questions. How can I become rich? How can I become materially happy? How can I have more children? How can I have more wealth? Such people, these sages are not visible. These sages are not visible, great personalities are not visible for them. It is only very special, extraordinary mercy of Prabhupada, he went to America. Otherwise, Americans have no chance to meet such a personality, pure devotee of the Lord. It is impossible for them to meet such person. So, such great personalities have come and he is asking a proper question. He is asking a question. What is an unalloyed duty? Prabhupada is so wonderfully translating unalloyed duty. The duty is correct. What is unalloyed duty? Means a pure duty. Alloy means there is a mixture. Unalloyed means pure duty, nothing else. Nothing else one person should do. Who specifically those who are just about to die, who's going to leave their body, what they should be doing. So he has already decided to die and take the advantage of this death. This is asking this serious question to these Brahmanas. So now what happens, having asked this question to the Brahmanas, before Brahmanas start speaking or anything happens, there something very, very interesting thing happens. Tatra bhavat bhagavan vyasaputro yadrichayagam atamano anapekshaha alakshalingo nijalabhatushto vritascha bhalair avadhuta veshaha. Oh, there is some very special person came. Tatra bhavat bhagavan vyasaputro. At that moment, there appeared the powerful son of Vyasadeva, who traveled over the earth disinterested and satisfied himself. He is not interested in any material things, but is very satisfied with himself. He did not manifest any symptoms of belonging to the social order or status of life. He was surrounded with the women and children, and he dressed as if others had neglected him. And this personality who appeared, Vyasaputra, what kind of dress? Avadhuta Veshaha. He was in Avadhuta Vesha. And Vritascha Bhalair Avadhuta Veshaha. When he is coming, and around him there are some children and women who were not understanding who is that personality, and they're going around out of inquisitiveness. Who is this person? And suddenly he came. He was not interested. He's not interested in what is happening in this earth. And sometimes you also may be not interested what happening. That is a frustration. Because you should be not interested in the world, at the same time, you should be satisfied with yourself, with your soul. Then it is a proper spiritual progress. Sometimes you may think, I'm not very interested in the friends, family, or this thing. That alone is not the proof that you're spiritually progressed. The proof that you're spiritually progressed, you're disinterested in the material things, at the same time, very satisfied. Santushtaha. Very, very satisfied one should be. So such kind of personality appeared suddenly at that moment. Son of Vyasadeva came. So then the next verse. Tam dvyastva varsham sukumara pada karor bahu amsa kapola gatram. Now there is explanation. How is he looking at? This son of Vyasadeva was only 16 years old. His legs, hands, thighs, arms, shoulders, forehead, all these limbs of the body, and other parts of his body were all delicately formed, very beautiful, as if it is carved out of some marble or some nice smooth stone. His body is so well built, very delicately formed, very beautifully formed. His eyes were beautifully wide. His nose and ears were highly raised. He had a very attractive face. His neck was well formed and beautiful like a conch shell. This is how that he was looking like, Shukadeva Goswami. Niguda jatram prututunga vakshasam avartanabhim valibalgudaram cha digambaram vaktra vikirna kesham pralamba bahum samorotamabham. His collarbones were fleshy. His chest was broad and thick. His navel was deep and his abdomen beautifully stripped. His arms were long. His curly hair was strewn over his beautiful face. He was naked. The hue of his body reflected that of Lord Krishna. His body's color was like Lord Krishna. His abdomen was beautifully stripped like a six-pack. His arms were long. His curly hair, and beautiful face, but he was naked. Savadhuta. So, Shamam Sadapi Yavayonga Lakshmya Srina Manojnyam Ruchirasmitena Pratyutiste Munaya Swasenebhyaha Tallakshanajna Apighuda Varchasam. He was blackish, very beautiful due to his youth. Because of the glamour of his body's attractive smiles, he was pleasing to women. Though he tried to cover his natural glories, the great sages present there were all experts in the art of physiognomy. And so they honored him by raising from their seats. So wonderful. Narada Muni, Vyasadeva, Parashurama, and such great Agastya, Gautama, Bharadwaja, all such great personalities got up from their seat as this person entered the scene. Because these great personalities can identify who are they, who is this person. They can recognize the great persons. They immediately got up from their seat as the Vyasaputra, the Shukadeva, came there. Maharaja Parikshit, who is also known as Vishnu Rata, is another name of Maharaj Parikshit, because one who is always protected by Vishnu is called Vishnu Rata, bowed his head to receive the chief guest, Shukadeva Goswami. At that time, all the ignorant women and boys ceased following Srila Shukadeva. They got scared and they ran away by seeing these personalities are respecting him. We thought he is some urchin or he is some beggar. Receiving respect from all, Shukadeva Goswami took his exalted seat. As if this is planned, it is like some drama. Somebody is directing, and it's all is happening. This event is going on. Some event to organize when you have festival and all, you have so many plans. Somebody should keep the seat, somebody should arrange this, somebody should do this, somebody should call out the name, then you should go. So there are so many things to arrange. No, nobody has planned this. Parikshit has decided, I'll retire, go to Ganga river, and I will hear about the Lord. I have only 7 days left. He's thinking. And hearing that, all the great sages are assembling there. And Shukadeva Goswami, right time is coming. And he directly goes and sits. There is one seat made for the great grave, the head of the assembly to sit. He goes and sits there. As if it was well planned, decided. Definitely, it is well planned and orchestrated and planned and directed by the Lord himself. The director of this drama is Lord Vishnu. Because Vishnu is the director of his drama, this is called Leela. When the Krishna becomes the director of certain activity, that activity becomes Leela, pastime. When a human being becomes the director of some activity, that becomes karma. Because we decide, we want it to do. But Lord decides, that is Leela. So such activity has happened, he went and sat on his seat. So then, Shukadeva Goswami was then surrounded by saintly sages and demigods, just as the moon is surrounded by stars, planets, and other heavenly bodies. His presence was gorgeous, and he was respected by all. So he went and sat, and he was surrounded by devatas. The sage Sri Shukadeva Goswami sat perfectly pacified, intelligent, ready to answer any question without hesitation. The great devotee Maharaj Parikshit approached him, offered his respects by bowing before him, and politely inquired of the sweet words with the folded hands. And as humbly he went down and sat in front and down in front of the Shukadeva Goswami, bowed his head down with the folded hands. Parikshit Maharaj, who is the emperor of the world, who is a grandson of great Pandavas, son of Abhimanyu, such a great personality who is emperor of the world, renouncing everything and sitting with the folded hand in front of Shukadeva Goswami and asking very sweetly something very important. What is he asking? Parikshiduvacha. Let us chant this verse. All of you repeat. Parikshiduvacha.
Parikshit Vacha.
Aho adya vayam brahman.
Aho adya vayam brahman
Tatsevyaha Kshatra Bandhava Kshatra Bandhavaha
tatsevyaha
Satsevya
tatsevyaha
Satsevya
prabhandava
Satsevyaha Kshatra Bandhavaha
tatsevyaha
Satsevya
kshatrabandhava
Kripayatiti Rupena
Kripayati
prayatiti
Rupena
rupena
Bhavadbhistirtha Kritaha.
bhavati tirthaha kritaha.
Please mute yourself. The fortunate King Parikshit said, O Brahmana, by your mercy only you have sanctified us, making us like unto places of pilgrimage, all by your presence here as my guest. By your mercy, we who are but unworthy royalty become eligible to serve the devotee. I am not a Kshatriya, I am a Kshatra Bandhava. Like it is said, those who have taken birth in a Brahmana family but does not qualify to be a Brahmana by not following any rules, regulations of the Brahminical power, rules, and not of acquiring the purity of a Brahmana, not having the goal of life is to realize the absolute truth but only to do sense gratification, such Brahmana boy is not called Brahmana. He is called Brahma Bandhu. Ashwathama is called as a Brahma Bandhu. He is a son of Dronacharya, supposed to be a Brahmana. Dronacharya was such a Brahmana, he taught Shastra Vidya to his enemy, Drishtadyumna, son of Drupada, who is going to kill him. He is born to take birth to kill Dronacharya, but Dronacharya taught him the lessons of Kshatriya, of the archery. That is called Brahmana, because he is not bothered about, he goes by principle, not goes by personal comforts, personal life, his own family. So, but such a Brahmana got a son like Ashwathama, who was after power, money, and who is in the party of Duryodhana. Therefore, he is called Brahmabandhu. Now, here, he uses the word, Parikshit is using the word Kshatra Bandhu. He's not calling himself as a great Kshatriya. He's saying unworthy royalty. I'm not very worthy Kshatriya. I've done a mistake. I'm not worthy to be a Kshatriya. I'm a Kshatra Bandhu. You come here, my dear Shukadev Goswami, by your coming, we have become eligible to serve the devotee. By your mercy, we become qualified to become a devotee. So like this, Parikshit first says, then he says, येषां संस्कृतानां पुंसां सद्यः शुद्ध्यन्ति वै गृहाः किं पुनर्दर्शनस्पर्श पादशौचासनादिभिः. Simply by our remembering you, our houses become instantly sanctified. What to speak of seeing you, touching you, washing your holy feet, offering you a seat in our home. So he is glorifying Shukadeva Goswami. Just as the atheist cannot remain in the presence of the personality of God. So if the God comes into a God, the atheist cannot sustain, because he says God is not there, God is right in front of him. So also, invulnerable sins of a man are immediately vanquished in your presence, O saint, O great mystic. He is saying, just by the presence of Shukadeva Goswami, the papa, the sinful reactions which cannot be cleared, can immediately get cleared because of his great presence. So these are the great benefits of approaching a pure devotee. Like when the presence of Srila Prabhupada, when we go, we should understand that his presence can vanquish so many things. The devotee of the Lord, pure devotee of the Lord, is so important, is as important as God. They immediately can vanquish and they can give you Krishna. That's the power of a devotee. Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is very dear to his sons of Pandu, has accepted me as one of those relatives just to please his great cousins and brothers. Actually, Krishna has accepted me because of my great grandfathers, because of Pandavas, not because of my qualification. That is the mercy of the Lord. Otherwise, without being inspired by Lord Krishna, how is it that you have voluntarily appeared here, though you are moving in incognito to the common man, are not visible to us who are on the verge of death? Shukadeva Goswami. So you are not visible, you are not dressing as a great saint, you are not going with the entourage, you are not going with the people, you are not showing yourself to anybody. Children and people in the street, they are thinking you are a beggar, you are a madman. You are covered by the truth. You are covered the truth. You are walking like that. But such person has suddenly has come here. It is only possible because Krishna has inspired you. He is recognizing Krishna's hand in Shukadeva Goswami's coming. He is glorifying the Lord, he is glorifying Shukadeva Goswami. Now comes Ataha pruchami samsiddhim yoginam paramam gurum purushasyeha yat karyam mriyamanasya sarvatha. He is asking a question. You are the spiritual master of the great saints and devotees. I am therefore begging you to show the way of perfection for all persons, and especially for one who is about to die. You see, he has asked this question to Brahmanas. all the sages. That time Shukadeva Goswami came. And Shukadeva Goswami came and sat down, he offered respect, and now he understood. I had asked question to the leader of the assembly, Shukadeva Goswami, he is begging, what should I do at the time? You know, he is a great devotee. He knows everything. He's doing it for our benefit. And all those sages, Parashurama, Narada, do you think they don't know all these things? They also know. Then why are they sitting here? Like we see once something, then we don't want to see again. One movie, I watched this movie, I don't want to watch again. I watched this match, I don't want to watch again. So any news repetition, we don't want to hear. Why they want to hear again? Because this is not like a material news or material subject matter. By hearing this, you will achieve something more bigger. And they wanted to make it very auspicious. Now here for Parikshit, there is a very good clarity that he is going to die next 7 days. What about us, sir? We do not know. So many places bombs are falling, people are dying, so many accidents happen, so many diseases come. We are not scaring anybody. But a fact is fact. So we don't know whether we have 7 days or 7 minutes or 7 seconds or 7 months or 7 years. We have no idea. So this question applies to us also. Don't think this question only applies to Shukadeva, Parikshit and Shukadeva. Let me watch and let me enjoy. It's like some movie. Parikshit is asking question on our behalf. So now he will ask further the last 2 verses of this chapter. Yachothyam atho japyam yat kartavyam nrubhi prabho smartavyam bhajaniyam va bruhi yadva viparyayam. Please let me know what a man should hear, chant, remember, and worship. Also, what he should do. Please explain all this to me. He's asking a very, very important question. And in a such situation, who's ready to go back to home, back to content. He's not coming, he's not having some nice food, sitting in an AC room and discussing something very comfortably. No, he's on the bank of a river. He's not wearing some great dress. He's wearing a cowpina, almost naked. The king, all these days, the people saw him as a royal king wearing a golden helmet, the entourage and big horses, elephants and soldiers around him, and royal dress, very well stitched, very well dressed, very good looking. All that is thrown into dustbin. It has no value. Prabhupada says in the, just like somebody says, she's very beautiful woman. A man says, if that, and say that so-called beautiful woman dies, passes away. And her body is lying on the ground. And now you tell that man, you call this very beautiful. No, why don't you take this body to you with you? Prabhupada gave this striking example to say that time they don't want. So it has no value without spiritual spark called soul. All the beauty of the material world is like liquid beauty. There is a story Prabhupada narrated several times. Once one man saw a beautiful woman, but that woman was very advanced, very spiritually inclined. This man was materialistic. This man went and proposed, I want to marry you. You are so beautiful. Why don't you accept my proposal? That girl wanted to teach a lesson to this man. She said, all right, you come after 3 days. So 3 days she took laxative. She vomited and excreted, and she became very, in 3 days, all that she vomited, all this excreted, everything she put it in some drum. And after 3 days, when this man went, okay, now she will accept me, I will go and marry her, she's so beautiful, he's dreaming. And he went there to her home, and she saw a skeleton, all eyes have gone inside, black, and no energy, and so dull and bad looking girl sitting at the entrance of the house. She went and inquired. Few days back, I saw a beautiful girl here. Uh, do you know where she is now? And he asked him. He asked her only. Said, yeah, she is there in that drum. You go and check in that drum. She is there. Prabhupada said this. Prabhupada said this story is called liquid beauty. So the beauty of this world is so disgusting. So the Maharaja Parikshit, the disassociated with the material world, immediately as an opportunity. The devotees like this, devotees don't feel bad if something devotee loses in the life. Not that we should be happy only when if I gain. Krishna should be keep on blessing me, give me more, good health, good money, good health, good money. No, the devotee should be happy in all conditions. In a challenging situation, unhappy situation, Krishna is making me realize what is life. Krishna is making me realize that I should not settle in this material world. When somebody cheats you, somebody is very dear to you, they cheat you in your relationship, or something happens, a good friend of you breaks his words. Remember, again and again remember, Dukkhalayam Ashashvatam. Krishna has told me this. I should not get disturbed. I should do my duty. I got this body. I have certain duties, certain things to do in this world. I will finish that. Without finishing my karma, I cannot go back to Krishna. I have my karma to do. I have my duties to do. So I will do without getting affected by all these things. Any reversal in my life, I will see that as an opportunity to get detachment to this so-called attractive material world. Let me get that idea in my mind. Let it become realization for me. So I remember once I was traveling in a car about 10 years back. My car met with an accident. A two-wheeler came and hit my car, and it was a very ghastly accident. Our car tire bursted, and the airbags opened, and we were hit on the roadside, and we stopped. But nothing happened to us because we were in the car and airbags and all that. I could not open the door of my car because it was all broken. Other side of the car, jumped out of the car. And then I was searching the two-wheeler who hit me. It was in a village road, there are no many vehicles. And that vehicle went and flew 100 meters and fell somewhere. That fellow was drunk. He was not even wearing helmet. And he was on the some 50, 100 meters away from the car. He's on the middle of the road and blood. And me and one more person was there in the car. We immediately called up the ambulance and all those things. And the ambulance arrived at the spot after 15, 20 minutes. I and other person who was with me, we wanted to shift him to the ambulance. I was lifting, I touched his leg and I was lifting, and his leg came in my hand. It was broke. It was cut from his, only skin was there. My God, I was so broken by seeing all that scene. I went back to temple. And I remember next few days, my chanting of Hare Krishna was very good quality. Very good quality. I felt what this material world is, what this material body is, a realization. When you go through certain situations, then I always tell, it's all philosophy. When something really comes in front of your eyes, you should use that opportunity as a realization to progress spiritually. Somebody is very dear to you, is no more. Suddenly something happened. Oh, it's an opportunity to know nothing is permanent in this world. Next day, your chanting quality should increase. Attachment to Krishna should increase. Look at here, Parikshit. Just a moment before, just a few hours before, he was a king, roaring powers, kingdom, royal people, and anything, the emperor of the world. Suddenly, he takes the opportunity. Prabhupada said in the previous, Parikshit could have withstood that curse. He had the power to retract from that curse. Neither he went back to the Rishi and asked forgiveness. Neither he asked the Shringi to take back his curse. He has not made any attempt to come out of the curse given to him. But he took that as a great opportunity. That is why he's asking Shukadeva Goswami, please let me know what a man should do. Man should hear, chant, remember, and worship, and also what he should not do. Please explain all this to me. See how Srimad Bhagavatam has built from the Canto 1, Chapter 1, we started. Sutta Goswami, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Janmadhyasya Yataha. Bhagavatam is the book which will kick the kite of dharma, cheating religion. The cheating religion is going to God asking material benefit, which is simply like a liquid beauty, which is simply give you suffering. Ask more money, that money only will give you suffering. What you think as a great pleasure it will give me, that money only give the suffering. Somebody is very rich, hundreds of crores property. That property only has become a pain and suffering for them. Somebody takes them to court, fights for that property, and death, the threat for the life. All that is a result of the having money itself. But they cannot give up the attachment to the money they have acquired with the hardships by them, their ancestors. What a irony of this world. They know it is giving pain, but they cannot give up the attachment. Though they eat only 2 chapatis and little rice in a day, they cannot give up the bank account and money and property. So Bhagavatam says the dharma which teaches people to go to God asking material benefit is like Kaitava dharma, cheating religion. Bhagavatam is meant for Parama Nirmatsaranam Satam. It is meant for somebody who is ready to hear Galitam Phalam Shukamukhamrutam, that Amruta Phala, which is the ripened fruit of the Vedic tree, which will give you finally what you have to get as a soul, as a Atma. You are children of Krishna. You belong to Krishna. And Bhagavatam want you to take you back to Krishna. That is the purpose. That is why sometimes Bhagavatam will speak very strong philosophy. It may talk like this, all material word. So it is talking, telling some truth. If Bhagavatam does not tell, scriptures don't tell, how will we know? Who will tell us otherwise all these things? Like this, the Bhagavatam, the sages in Naimisharanya asking the 6 questions, what is good for people in general? Why Krishna has taken birth? Where the Dharma is taking shelter? Then the first canto, now we have come to the last verse. Here it is said how Vyasadeva wrote Bhagavatam, how Narada Rishi came, how Narada became Narada Rishi by the blessings of the great sages. Then how did Parikshit take birth? After Parikshit has taken birth, how did Pandavas retire? Krishna left. Pandavas retired. Kali Yuga has begun. Parikshit ruled as emperor of the entire world. After all that he has done, he has come to another phase of life where, by the will of the providence, he did a mistake. And he was cursed to die. And he took that as an opportunity. And like this, the Bhagavatam has built so beautiful pathway for further message to open up the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So now he is asking, this question is the basis of Srimad Bhagavatam. This question, what you see here, please let me know what a man should hear, chant, remember and worship, and also what he should not do. Please explain all this to me. Answer to this is entire Srimad Bhagavata Purana. So powerful question. This one question, what a man should hear, chant, remember and worship. That is a verse, so wonderful verse. Yat chrotavyam ato japyam yat kartavyam nrubihi prabho smartavyam bhajaniyam va bruhi yadva viparyayam. What he should do, viparyaya, what he should not do. Please explain to me all these things. So last verse, therefore, it's last one more verse. O powerful Brahmana, it is said that you hardly stay in the houses of men long enough to milk a cow. You are such a person, you keep moving from one place to another place. So therefore, please answer. So Suta Uvacha. So please repeat after me. Suta Uvacha.
Suta Uvacha.
Evam abhashita prashtaha.
Evam Prabhashita
Amshita
Prashna.
Prashna
Sarajna shlokšnaya gira.
Sadhanya
Ragna Shlakshnaya Gira
Pratyabhashata dharmajno.
Pratyabhashata Dharmagno
Bhagavan Bhadarayanihi.
Bhagavan
Bhagavan
Badarayani.
Please mute. The last sloka of the first canto. O Suta Goswami, Sri Suta Goswami said, because he is narrating the whole thing to the sages of Naimisharanya. Suta Goswami said, the king thus spoke and questioned the sage, using the sweet language. Then the great and powerful personality, the son of Vyasadeva, who knew the principles of religion, began his reply. He just started speaking. Who started speaking? Shukadeva Goswami started speaking. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purport of the first canto of 19th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Appearance of Shukadeva Goswami, end of the first canto. Now the Shukadeva Goswami has come, Parikshit has asked question. Now very important and serious discussion, what they're going to speak, what Shukadeva Goswami is going to talk, what one should hear, worship, chant, etc. Entire question, the question meant for entire Bhagavatam has been asked. Let's see now how he asks from the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. From the chapter 1, we are going to discuss in the next session. With this, we have come to the end of today's session. Anybody has any question, you can ask.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರು ಎಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ ಭಕ್ತಿ ವೇದಾಂತ ಪರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಎ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಗುರು?
Bhakti Vedanta is his name, not Bhakti Siddhanta is his guru's name.
Yeah, I got confused.
Yeah. Bhakti Vedanta purports, his Bhakti Vedanta is his name. And it's not his name, basically the title given to him for his scholarliness. By the scholars have given him Bhakti Vedanta title. And Prabhupada actually wrote that in his song before going to United States of America in the ship. Prabhupada wrote in a song, "My Lord, I'm a puppet in your hand. If you make my name my name true to its meaning, Bhakti and Vedanta. You please do that as you wish. If you wish, you can make my words suitable for the understanding of American boys and girls or the modern youth, and make my names to its true meaning, Bhakti and Vedanta. There are two things. In a devotional service, there are two things. Bhakti, the devotion, Vedanta is knowledge. Jnana and Bhakti. Jnana and Bhakti, both are there. That's the title given to Prabhupada. So Prabhupada wrote purports and said Bhakti Vedanta purports. Is that clear?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you. So next, okay, there is no much. Tomorrow is Ekadashi. Tomorrow is Ekadashi and Sunday. In our temple, we are doing Harinam Japa Yajna and Maha Sankirtan in the evening. Tomorrow, all the classes are stands cancelled in the temple for the purpose of everybody to take opportunity to chant as many number of holy names as possible tomorrow on the auspicious day of Ekadashi. All of you are welcome. Those who are far away, please chant at your home also and pray to Krishna for advancement in Krishna consciousness, and pray to Krishna to give you taste, ruchi in holy name. When you chant holy name, you should like to chant more by Krishna's blessings. So this tomorrow we'll use the wonderful day for our advancement. With this I conclude. Shri Shri Krishna Balaram ki, Shri
Jai.
Shri Gauranga ki,
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.